Thank you to Thomas Moreira for these two suggestions. Hello everyone, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today I will be doing the Missouri Tigers. Let's go. Last season, the Missouri Tigers underachieved very badly. After the first season, Eli Drinkwitz, they ended up going 6-7, 3-5 in the SEC with two losses in the season, one against Arkansas and one against Army. Their marquee wins were against South Carolina and Florida last year, with losses against Boston College on the road in overtime. That I just don't know how they did that. A close loss at Kentucky, and then a blowout loss against Tennessee. So, Missouri, I just don't know what to think about this team. First year under Eli Drinkwitz, they did fine, but I just don't know what to think. They have weapons. Their defense is getting somewhat better. They were terrible against the run game last season. I just don't know. So let's check their schedule. Let's check their roster. Let's see how they got. Well, they got the number one wide receiver in the country in Luther Burden, a freshman. They have Toski Dove, he was pretty good last year. Dominic Lovett, Chance Looper, Barrett Bannister, and others at the wide receiver position. They have Tyler Steffens, a redshirt junior transfer tight end from Buffalo. See how he turns out. They have Brady Cook and Tyler Macon at the quarterback position. They'll be battling it out. We'll see how that goes. They have Nathaniel Pete, who came over from Stanford. Also, Cody Schrader, senior transfer, coming over from Truman State. And the offensive line, all redshirt seniors or graduate transfers. So that's a good thing. Will they be able to kind of go up to the task with some of the best defenses in the SEC? We'll see. On the defensive side, Trajan Jeffcoat, still a great player. They got a transfer in from Oklahoma State and Jaden Jernigan. They got Darius Robinson and Isaiah McGuire at the other two defensive line spots. They got another defensive transfer, Tyrone Hopper from Florida. He's a good addition. Chad Bailey will be the redshirt senior linebacker. Secondary, it's what it is, I guess. They have some older guys there, so maybe they can kind of right the ship, I guess. So how have they been recruiting? That's one thing that's been the knock on Missouri over the past few years since Drinkwitz has got there. So let's put it into perspective. Well, let's see what Athlon has them at. The Missouri Tigers ranked number 30 overall over the past 5 years. They're 14th this year, 27th last year, 51st in 2020, 37th in 2019, and 43rd in 2018. Not bad considering where they're located up in the Midwest region. They don't really have a lot that they can choose from. However, they did get the Luther Burden wide receiver, so I wouldn't count them out just yet. Now, let's see how they'll actually do, in my opinion. Week 1, you have no slouch of an opponent. You have Louisiana Tech coming to town. If you sleepwalk into this game, Louisiana Tech will absolutely come in and steal a win from under you just like that. Louisiana Tech is no pushover when it comes to group of 5 schools. I do think you get the win, just because of Eli Drinkwitz being at App State, knowing how it is to face opponents like this. However, it's going to be a close win, in my opinion. Week 2, you're at Kansas State. For you, this is going to be one of your harder games, just because you're on the road in the Big 12, and I think you get a loss. I think that is Gary Patterson still there? Anyways, I think Kansas State gets one on you, and you start the season 1-1. Week 3 at Abilene Christian, you better win this game and go to 2-1. You should win this game. Then you're at Auburn. Auburn, I think, will be better than other people think. However, they're just better than you talent-wise. Whether their quarterback position is worse or better than yours, they're just better talent-wise, and I think you lose at Auburn. So it's 2-2. Then you have Georgia at home. That's going to be 2-3. Georgia's just better than you in every sense of the word. Then you're at Florida. Florida's going to be ready for a rematch this year, and it's in the swamp. This is another loss. You're 2-3 before your bye week. Then you play Vanderbilt. This could be your only SEC win, honestly. And I think you do, but I think it's going to be close. I think you beat Vandy, and you're 3-3. Or 3-4. 3-4 before you go on the road to South Carolina, and I think you take another loss. South Carolina is going to be a lot better than they were last year when you beat them. So that's 3-5. Then you have Kentucky at home. This could be a decent game, honestly. Kentucky, their offense may take a little step back. However, I do think that Will Levis is a game changer, kind of a playmaker. So I think they get the win, but closer than people think. So it's 3-6. Then you're at Tennessee. Tennessee's going to be too much for you. 3-7. No longer bowl eligible. Then you have New Mexico coming into town. You'll win that. You'll be 4-7 before you play Arkansas. And Arkansas will get that win. So you finish the season 4-8. I don't think Eli Drinkwitz will definitely be on the hot seat at this point. I don't think that they'll fire him this year. Just because I think they'll give him at least one more year. Just because of recruiting, how he's been recruiting. He got that number one receiver. It's just how can he translate that to the field. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And have a great day. And go Dogs.